Well, if you listen closely, Coach, you can hear the jet skis roaring in the bay just a few miles north of where... Well, if you listen closely, Coach, you can hear the jet skis roaring in the bay just a few miles north of where we sit at Lambeau Field. Just a beautiful late summer day in Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Watson. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. This is Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
On the double. Check, 59. Tackles. Go. Snap.
He'll drop to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Hey, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Let's go.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Recon, 132, fight, get it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 53 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Being chased out left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's not going to get me. 53's the mic. Check 53. If you don't get me, boy, you think you want to go.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the inning, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 64 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Now a run by Bell here going nowhere as they'll hit him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Down go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Now a first down carry by Bell. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson forced out to his left. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 43.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Switch gears.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check.
Bell, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
53's mine. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see 4. Time to go.
3rd and 2. Watson. He wants it all for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Packers have taken the lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll set up the throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Let's go one more. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Robinson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 1 man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Punching it in from a yard away. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's set. 19. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Oh, here we go.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Mike, 53.
Out of the gun, Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Bell, and he'll get this one down to about the 17. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get it. Let's go, let's go. Here we got Mike, number 53. Blue down.
Watson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
He was taken down by Kyle Fuller.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Back's mine.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Deshaun Watson on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Robinson. A gain of 32 that time. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up to throw. They complete it to Hill. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. They're going to look to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They come up in an offset eye. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. That one completes. Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
First down, Bears.
Set, ready? 10-2 stop. 61. Match box, right. Check 3.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point up and good, and we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 50, it's Watson. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A game there of 30 big ones. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
59, I'm going. 53, I'm going.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated.
53. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5. One man in the backfield, that's Jones.
Hey, 31. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
He'll get it running right. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys have now moved out in front.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's Elliott, complete. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 8 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the third. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. I think it's intercepted.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down again. Dean Lowry, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come on. Mike, 53. 53. Mike. I got it.
Now Watson. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions, and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Set. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the slant. Alert. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. Hayward. 53. Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me.
From the gun, here's Watson. This one complete to Coleman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bell. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
6 man. Let's go.
Again, it's Bell. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
24. Mike, 53. Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 53. Line up, go. 53 is the Mike. Line up, go.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. I'm going. 24. I'm going back to you. Watch out.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Hey, 31. 53. Watch the pass. Here we go. Check. 59. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go. Off. Here I come. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50. Go. 53.
Here's Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And out of bounds right around the 20. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Bell stopped up behind the line as he's going to wind up losing a couple here. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. It's a party now. Check. 53 is mic. Check. 53 is mic. And let's go. Let's go.
To throw is Watson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Rabbit. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now Watson operating from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And an alley to run. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Touchdown, Chicago. Ezekiel Elliott, 75 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go! Mike, 53. 53.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Watson. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Let's get set. 19. Number 53. Mike, 53. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby. 53 to Mike. 53. China, look. Hey, come on, now. Come on, now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Let's go now. 50, plant.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On second down, it's Elliott, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
You draw quarter. Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check that.
They'll look to throw here. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. He'll drop to throw. On the move to his left. He's got... Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Chicago, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.